everyone, this is Amanita. Welcome to this pick a pile reading. So in this pick a pile we are doing how do my ancestors influence me today. So I'm hoping that this video does spark something in you to gain a closer connection to your ancestors and be able to identify their presence within your life more clearly. So I have 4 piles, and the timestamps are always in the description in all the videos, and you can always choose multiple piles if you do feel called to do so. So the first pile is a Mangano Calcite, this pink little crystal right there. The second pile is an Indigo Gabbro or Mystic Merlinite. The third is a Calligraphy stone in the shape of an egg, and the fourth is a Fulgurite, which is formed when lightning hits the sand. So make sure to take some time here to meditate upon how do my ancestors influence my life today, and see which piles do call out to you. Ask yourself this question, for about a minute or so, I would say, before you truly know which pile or multiple piles, because sometimes you ask yourself for a while and then you're like, well, that pile has a message for me too. So thank you everyone for watching. If you would like to get a personal reading from me, in the description you will see my email and my Etsy account, so you can send me an email or you can purchase a reading from me on Etsy, and I'll see you in your pile. Hello everyone, it's dressed in the Mangano Calcite. So I'm taking notice of the stripes that I see within this, like the delicate fine stripes that you normally wouldn't notice is something that I'm noticing within this, and also the reflection of the light as well, so that those little fine stripes that I see in this crystal, that's what I'm like noticing a lot first of all with this. So let's see how your ancestors do influence you today. So we have lapis lazuli. The answers are within. Meditate. Psychic visions and dreams are forming your new direction. Trust what you see. So your ancestors are people who were probably very psychic or intuitive or possibly connected to Egypt in some way. And you may feel very connected here as well, having ancestors who lived in places like Egypt or in hot, deserty places as well. Your ancestors do communicate with you a lot. They send you visions clairvoyantly, and they send you visions through dreams to help guide you. And they do want you to trust the visions and impressions that you do receive from them as well. So and we have Journey to Wholeness, which is 33, master number 33. I'm feeling your ancestors. I don't know if you are possibly someone who does like to teach people in some way, but I'm getting that vibe of like a good teacher or mentor. Like people go to you to, like, kind of shamanistic, like people feel your presence as something that helps them feel more whole. And your ancestors they were people who did this too. They were on a deeper journey on the path to wholeness, and they weren't really interested in the material world as much as they're very spiritually focused, and that's really how they influence you today, is that you and your ancestors have been working on this journey to wholeness, this healing, for a while. And that's the journey of accepting all parts of yourself as well. So I'm sure they did a lot of, they might have done a lot of dark shadow work, occultic work, possibly even some might have been into black magic. And we have the Dreamer 9, so lots of kind of shadow work. Your ancestors, you might be having to heal a lot of things that they did not get to heal, a lot of fears, like a lot of fears you may have, and a lot of things that you find kind of in your belief system or in your subconscious may be imprinted there from your ancestors, or things that happened to them and you don't know why you're afraid of these certain things. Then we have Dancer Princess, Gift of Expression, and the High Priestess. So I do get the vibe with the Lapis Lazuli, High Priestess, and everything, that your ancestors were definitely some sort of initiates, priestesses, maybe in Egypt as well. We have Isis right here. So clearly they were very, if you do hold any sort of psychic gifts or intuitive kind of gifts, these are inherited from your ancestors, and feeling on the mother's side, but that's not going to be for everyone. It could be from the father's side as well. But they were, your ancestors are kind of the ones who influence you to come to a video like this, to be interested in a topic like this, or to be interested in hidden things or occult things or mysteries. And they were very magical people. We see the unicorn here, and very sensitive, very intuitive, psychic. And we have the Page of Cups twice here, so your ancestors were very sensitive to things around you, and you're probably someone who would say that you're like an empath. That might be something that you would resonate with from this, because with the Page of Cups twice being such a sensitive, intuitive, like compassionate, very emotional, they can really feeling the emotions of others, and it's a very pure and innocent energy. The journey to wholeness, your ancestors were people who really did seek purity and wholeness and non-duality, like seeing things from a one point of view, seeing things, more from the third eye perspective rather than the two physical eyes. And I was also getting like a turtle vibe with this when I was first doing it. So like connection with water, maybe you might feel very connected with the ocean. Water, mermaids is something that I'm getting as well, but your ancestors have definitely been the ones who had influenced you to be so compassionate and sensitive and empathetic, because they were as well. So we have romance, very harmonizing energy that they give you. So this gives me the vibe of like the planet Venus, which is the planet of love, beauty, affection, luxury, art. So I feel your ancestors are someone who influence you to really care about your relationships with people, and to care about love and beauty and art. And very grateful people too. I feel like your ancestors might have been people who were the type to do devotional practice. And we have the seer. Again, it's a common theme with your ancestors that they were clearly some sort of seers, high priestesses, initiates, occultic type, and the hidden tantric type of things like that. Future prospects, decisions to make, and seeking guidance. I feel like your ancestors did give people wise counsel, like I said, with that teacher thing that I was feeling. Maybe even very important people would go to your ancestors and seek guidance from them. And this is why people today come to you and they seek guidance from you, because your ancestors were such highly respected in that regard, to go to them to receive insights and to receive advice and to receive a perspective that is able to see everything, able to see all sides of things, and trust their intuition. With the seer, she's gazing into the crystal ball. And yeah, I'm really feeling that high priestess type of thing with your ancestors. And a lot of times people go to the high priestesses to, okay, so they call these sacred prostitutes. Your ancestors might have been sacred prostitutes. Like it was a huge initiatory thing. The high priestess would choose the people who would get in on this, and it would be a huge ritual, it'd be a huge thing. So you might feel connected to that, like sacred prostitute thing. Maybe not. That's not going to be for everyone, of course. But these ceremonies were actually very healing to people. They were a really big deal. So you are someone who is a healer. Divine feminine too. All of this is speaking of you being like inheriting the divine feminine, and this also possibly all coming from the maternal side as well. The frequency of Divine Feminine supports our receptive, nurturing, and soft side, allowing it to express itself openly and helping us connect to our intrinsic understanding of our connection to all of creation. So you are someone who's very tapped into the mysteries of life, who's tapped into all the understanding of the connection to all of creation. This is why you're very connected with the seer, high priestess, with the lapis lazuli, very intuitive. Psychic stone helps you to gain inner visions. It's good for your third eye and throat chakra. But overall, this is very healing, sensitive, loving, romantic, harmonizing, just someone who really does love and care about people, and receptive, nurturing, soft side. You really understand the connection with all of creation. You help heal people's anxieties and fears. Like, you're a very soothing presence to be around, very healing, very taming when there's craziness going on. And we do have two naked women here, so very kind of vulnerable, receptive, open as well. And so with the number 9, that's also the number of a divine feminine kind of number as well. But 9 is the number of wholeness and humanity and completion. And you have the number 2, a very sensitive number, the high priestess, balance between all the realms, seeing the connection between this and that and the other. Number 5 right here, dealing with change, challenges, freedom. So maybe sort of you'd be connected to like a free spirit as well. Someone who just is like doing things on their own terms, doing your own practices on your own terms. So you trust your intuition a lot. And you have the Divine Feminine, which equals 3, the Empress card, dealing with expansion, creativity, self-expression, being social with people, and as well as your ancestors being people who really guide you. They really speak to you a lot through your visions, through your impressions. You could try crystal ball gazing, as your ancestors do speak to you a lot through kind of clairvoyant impressions and through these sort of gazing into something. So I'm unsure if that just recorded, so I'm going to say this again. I'm having a lot of technical difficulties right now, but your ancestors being kind of sacred prostitute types, being high priestess, divine feminine, healing, shamanistic, loving, caring, compassionate, initiates, occultic type of people. And the message from your ancestors right now is that you have been going through a lot, maybe from a person who has betrayed you, or you're going through a lot of heartbreak, but your ancestors are telling you to, take a step back, going from 3 to 2, and evaluate the next steps of your journey here. So you have the answers are within, meditate, psychic visions, and dreams are forming your new direction. Trust what you see for where you should go next, as your ancestors do like to communicate to you through visions and dreams. So if you would like a personal reading from me, the timestamp, not the timestamp, my Etsy account and my email are in the description, and I'll see you in my next video, everyone. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Hello, everyone who's chosen the Mystic Merlinite, Indigo Gabbro. So the first time getting off of this is like, it's reminding me of like a rhino or like a dinosaur or something with hard skin, like this crystal right now is just reminding me of that. So let's see though what your ancestors, how they influence you today. So we have the sacral chakra. The orange flower light supports our ability to flow with our desires and stimulates our creative power to manifest success and abundance in our life. We have gold, initiation, ascension, and DNA activation. Nothing is separate. You are ascending and evolving at this time through connection with others. And the sacral also deals with connections with others. So I wonder if some of your ancestors, some people in your bloodline have incarnated as people that you know in your life and you're having relationships in your life right now, or you're connected in some way. There's people through your bloodline who have incarnated in human form to be with you, possibly. So nothing is severed. We have vulnerability, 56. And Dancer 4. And Maker 6. So this is about being open. This is about being receptive. Being open and vulnerable and receptive. As your ancestors may have had blocks around this, for whatever reason. And you may have a hard time with this as well because this has been, kind of in your DNA, in your bloodline for a while, where you're fixated on kind of a lot of things, and there's people who love you and care about you, but you're fixated on not feeling whole, not feeling complete, not feeling satisfied as people are trying to give you stuff. It's hard for you to receive. It's hard for you to be open. And we have the Hermit, this inner journey here. The Eight of Wands, a lot of action and messages here. We have Angel. I'm feeling like this has been in your bloodline for a while, that you guys are very giving, and it's hard for you to receive. It's hard for you to be open and be vulnerable and you've been learning how to do this. This has been in the bloodline for a while, I'm feeling. So it's like with the gold, and this is the sun, and the sun is all about your expression and joy and your vitality and your life force, and she's just not feeling it in this card. And I'm feeling you're someone who's really generous, but when you get the same thing in return, it's like it's hard for you. You might feel like it's selfish to indulge or to take a big apple or to receive, and you may feel like you need to always be the one to do this, and it's hard for you to let yourself be in that vulnerable position where you're open and generous and receptive to what people want to give you. So it's a blockage, in the sacral that you've been evaluating, that you've been understanding more. Okay, so I'm back. My computer just turned off. That happened in the last reading as well. So where I was with this was there's a lot of busyness going on with the Eight of Wands. A lot of busyness, a lot of having to be there for people and nourish other people maybe, and being asked to go into a time of reflection and seclusion and questioning, and your ancestors are kind of leading you into this. And returning home, this is like returning to the heart space, returning to what's true for you, because this is going to be a transition, kind of a transformation period for you, a loving period into the heart space, into who you truly are, to really connect with yourself deeply, to heal this so that you can heal this in you, so you can allow yourself to flow with your desires, give and receive abundantly. So your ancestors give me kind of like a Cupid vibe, like they play Cupid in your life, where in a way that they connect you with people to help you to learn and to know yourself better. Like in the gold card, in the sacral, your ancestors kind of playing, like when I see Angel, like I'm listening to Cupid right now. This is like the vibe they're giving me, that they connect you with people, with the perfect people to help you to ascend and evolve, basically to rise above issues and problems of the past. So you might have had a lot of relationships in your life that left you unsatisfied, but it's all just trying to lead you back into your heart. It's all trying to help you to really evolve and overwrite those DNA patterns and cycles that were being run off of in the past. So yeah, your ancestors be playing Cupid for you basically. And we have 44, and 4 is a number about stability, structure, logic. It's a square, the physical world. And 2 fours is a number that's going to be all about being a master builder of your life. 8, personal power, being able to handle kind of anything. So your ancestors do bring these situations about a lot of the time they're always there for you through, and it's all to help you to ascend and evolve, always through your connection with others. So possibly you have a lot of crazy relationships with people maybe, or just difficult, or maybe just not, you might have amazing relationships, but it's just hard for you to see how amazing that you are. But whatever it is, the relationships that are brought into your life are trying to help you to open up and to be more vulnerable and to be more trusting. Your ancestors want you to, return home, return to that heart space, and you'll be lovingly welcomed there. But just the way she's kind of looking at her reflection in the mirror, sometimes you can also, there can be projections upon you and upon others. This is, I'm not saying one or the other that you project or that your relationships project. It's probably both. But it's really all trying to get you to just go in this hermit mode and to see who you truly are, what you truly are about, and to return home, to evolve and ascend through connections, through relationships. Relationships really help to realize who you are in a way. So I'm going to read to you, I'm going to look at gold, and then we're going to read vulnerability. It represents all of Mother Earth's veins running everywhere throughout her body, her DNA. Gold is the master healer. Gold will help one stay in their highest will, God's will. It also brings courage, strength, and confidence to the wearer. It helps set boundaries. Also can assist in purifying the DNA. It's great for absorbing knowledge, then assists while focusing during the study and application of knowledge. So it helps you to apply the things that you go in and into your heart and find, and it helps you to stay in that place, to stay in that heart space, and to set the proper boundaries so that you're not just dealing with situations that you don't need to be in. But it's all the relationships that come in, don't just think that they were there to hinder you. They were there to help you to realize something in yourself. Goldie comes to you to assist you with your willpower and determination to bring about confidence, especially during important initiations or promotions that you are approaching. As you are ascending and climbing through challenges, she'll keep the lower ego within its boundaries so you can rise up with strength and stability, keeping by any distractions. Light is the keeper of the golden solar angels. So I'm going to read to you a little bit of the vulnerability. Very beautiful and delicate looking card in animals as well. Vulnerability, real strength, holding space, healing past wounds, accepting yourself as you are, sharing from the depths of your heart, raw truths, compassion for others, and removing your armor. Be vulnerable with yourself or others. It may also be time to step into the role of a healer and hold space. Holding space means being fully present without judgment in a way that provides a safe and nurturing environment. In this place, guards can be dropped and a deeper level of awareness and relating can unfold. Enabling unconditional love and acceptance allows vulnerabilities to be expressed, for the core of dis-ease to be discovered, and for profound healing to take place. So the relationships that are in your life right now are helping you to be more open, to receive, to be generous, to be a listening ear, and to have people to listen to you. And if people aren't doing the same for you that you're doing for them, your ancestors are guiding you back to your heart and guiding you home and being like, you know, you got to honor yourself and you have to set these boundaries. They're really in your life a lot, guiding you to set the proper boundaries. They're being the angel right now. They're helping you a lot. So let's pull some cards as well. After I'm all over the place right now, aren't I? So you have 2 8s, and 8 is a number all about your personal power. So this is not giving your personal power away and staying in your own strength, being strong. 9 being a number of wholeness, humanity, completion. 4, all about that structure, stability. 6 is higher grounds, it's harmony, harmony of opposites. And you have 2 2s, and that's a number all about balance, again, relationships, partnerships, 2, sensitivity. And altogether it equals the number 3, which is all about self-expression, creativity, expansion, openness, social ability. So this is helping you to just be more open, to value yourself more, to see your worth, to be more expressive. As that is the card of the Empress, the divine feminine, creation, love, all that stuff. So let's pull you some cards to see what your ancestors would like to tell you right now. Oh, that one, okay. I pulled this for the last one, so it seems you're about to embark on a new journey, on a new quest, see where you need to take things. Another 2 as well. Number 9, you've been at this for a while. And so you have all Wands cards, so you're really about to kind of embark on, don't be afraid to get uncomfortable with this. Don't put up your guard too much. As we have vulnerability, it's about putting down your guard too and seeing opportunities. So your ancestors are kind of telling you here to take a step back, to sit in this place of kind of introspection and seclusion, to let down your guard, to allow yourself to receive and see what you want to do in your life, see what you want to create, see where you want to go, seek the opportunities, seek the vision, because they're helping you to manifest success and abundance in your life. And that's why they're teaching you how to have proper boundaries, how to give and receive, so that you can really create what you're wanting to create in your life. And go on that quest and get that vision. So you go from 2 to 9 to 3. So you kind of complete this phase, now to creating, now to envisioning. All equals 5, so change, challenge, freedom that you're going through right now. So an active time for you right now, a very active time. And your ancestors are really with you all the way for this. They have been this whole time. So thank you everyone for watching. If you like a personal reading, check out the links in my description to my Etsy and also my email, and I'll see you in my next video. Hello everyone, it's Jess in the Calligraphy Stone. So I'm getting like a really motivated, like ambitious kind of vibe right now off of this, but let's see what your ancestors are influencing you with today. What is their presence in your life? So we have the throat chakra, express your truth. Your ancestors really want you to get out there and say some stuff like, I'm feeling this really motivating, like strong, passionate energy right now. Like your ancestors want you to get out there and start saying what you got to say. Or express yourself, express who you are, express your truth. And the black points, so broaden your perception. Something new is just around the corner as you've just gone through a veil. So this is a really exciting time. Like I'm feeling really energized right now. I'm feeling really energized off this reading. Because you've just gone through a veil, you've already gone through. So now it's just like, okay, let's broaden the perception and see where the light is at, where's the thing that's guiding me to, where's the shiny thing that's telling me go over there. We have judgment. You got to make a decision here. What do you really want to do? And we have death, transformation. You've already gone through that portal. And the King of Cups and the Page of Wands. You have a little dude creating his life, and this very mature, caring guy right here. And we have enjoy. Enjoy what you're creating. Enjoy what you're doing. Enjoy what you're here to express. Make sure you enjoy it. We have the Water Spirit, 43, emotions, memory, and life force. So really connecting to what you truly love. And allowance. So what I'm feeling like right now is that if you feel like doing something, like you gotta just let your body do it. Because it just happens. When you're really meant to do something, it just happens. All you gotta do is show up, and your body basically does it. So you just gotta allow it, enjoy, and allow it to just flow through you. So the frequency of allowance invites us to be open to whatever comes our way without judgment. No judgment. Without opinion, without fear, without resistance. So don't resist it. Like, let it flow through you. Let the creation just come out. Like, to say, you could even say, is he even directing this one? This is the page. Like, the page is new to what he's doing, so he's not, the king is more structured with it. He's very directed with the page is like, more like a channeler. He's like letting the energy come through him, and he's not really directing it to an extreme amount, but when we allow, the universe becomes our partner in this wondrous dance of existence and expansion. So right now, your ancestors are like trying to help you. They've been helping go through this whole transformation process, but they're trying to motivate you. They're trying to just get you to do something. They're trying to just let you, help you to like allow this in your life. So they really want you to express your truth. See, when you do you, your ancestors win too. And this is why they're really motivating you. Like, they really want you to do what you enjoy. They want more enjoyment in your life. They don't want more resistance. They want allowance. They're helping you to do this. They're helping you to connect with your emotional body, with what you truly love. They're helping you to heal and transform the emotional body too, so that you can come out here and be courageous and express yourself for who you truly are, to go on this adventure, to use your magic wand and just manifest what you came here to do. So lots of butterflies in your reading for the transformation, for more freedom coming in too. Even that kind of looks like a butterfly to me, honestly, but you know. So connecting with these emotions and healing that emotional body, and being compassionate towards yourself, and also with your inner child towards that vulnerable part of yourself. Um, so your ancestors are lighting the way here in this death card. And broaden your perception. Owl, the seer of the night. So you've already gone through the veil. You've already gone through the death card. And the judgment card, she's blowing towards this way, towards Black Orange, telling you to broaden your perception. And behind her, we have this little Page of Wands here, just creating stuff, and what he's creating is what he enjoys. He's allowing it through, and it's just flowing through him. Remember what you used to do that truly brought you enjoyment when you were young. That could be somewhere to start if you don't know. But this is kind of like a make it or break it kind of point right now in your life, and this is where your ancestors are really influencing it, because they really want you to speak your truth. They really want you to enjoy your life and to do what you came here to do. So in terms of our numbers, we have the number 7, and that is a number all about, it's a very spiritual number. It's a number where you have to have faith and trust with the number 7, and you have to have proper direction of the energy as well. It's like having to be very focused. And we have judgment, which is the number 4, bringing in a new structure, a new foundation. And Judgment, the number 2, balancing duality. And 43 is number 7, so more kind of spiritual influence, where you have to have faith and trust here and connect spiritually, and go into a place of quiet and focus is what's going to really help you to broaden your perception. Use your senses. Use your senses. 4 and 3 for the Emperor and the Empress as well, the divine masculine and the divine feminine. So be open to receive, but also to create. Okay. With a page being a messenger and a king being directing the emotions, directing from the emotional realm, and messaging the passion. And 9, allowance, a number of fullness of humanity. Also teaching sometimes, completion. Maybe you want to teach. The 9 and the throat chakra, maybe you want to teach. But whatever it is, you have something to express. And you got to broaden your perception to see what is around the corner. There's something just around the corner for you, and your ancestors are helping you to get there and to guide you there and to decide with judgment. This is a huge, make it or break it point in your life right now. So let's see what the Black Oink says as well. So, Black Oinks, Plant Kingdom, Licorice, Scorpio, Moon, Milky Way, the Void, or Star, Alternative, Foresight, and the Raven. Black Oinks will give you spiritual strength. Onyx. Am I saying the wrong thing, aren't I? Onyx. To bring in inspiring dreams from the universal source that is needed to help one in life. It will show you glimpses of that which is beyond. It is good grounding stone that helps treat disorders in the feet and bone marrow. Emotionally, it helps one to get to the root of things, to reveal that which is behind things that we can't quite see yet, so we can have a better understanding of what is coming towards us in the future. And I think that's really helping you here, emotionally with the water spirit, and getting to the root of things with judgment, which is something that you can't quite see yet. Olivia will come to you when it's time to broaden your horizons by going into the void, meditate, and shape-shifting so you can see into the next chapter of your life. Visualize to bring about a positive outcome or change. Olivia also promotes starry dreams when she is around. It is great for remembering dreams in the morning so you can write them down or record them. Place one under your pillow before you go to sleep. She's the keeper of the galactic eye. Maybe a little bit of throat chakra, which says expression, communication, your own creative language, sharing your truth, accepting your originality, truth, authenticity, center of your expression, how you share your spirit, your unique language. And let's see first of all, let's see what total number we have for you. So in total, it all equals 11 or 2. So master number 11, huge for kind of awakening. It's the gateway. And 2 is a number that does have to do with balance between the physical and spiritual. It has to do with balance between anything in your life. And also 2 is a very sensitive number. It's the high priestess. So broadening your perception. All equals the high priestess, being able to see all sides of things so you can make the decision that is going to lead you to the most enjoyment and allow you to express yourself. So let's see what your ancestors would like to tell you right now. So this card is flipped up for some reason. 9 of Cups, telling you to dream big. Your ancestors want you to dream big. Okay. King of Wands, creativity. Adventurous, very adventurous, so be bold. Your ancestors want you to be bold. They want you to be adventurous. They want you to be courageous. They want you to go after what you want and not take no for an answer, basically. They want you to dream really big and really big, Sagittarius, and they want you to be confident in your abilities and to go after it. Focus your energy into this. Focus your direction into this. It is time to go on an adventure, it looks like. Look at all these dragons here as well. And dragons are very powerful. So there may be some things to kind of complete and finish off so that you can come out vitalized, to come out with a lot of energy and to create from in that state. So, and they're all looking this way. They're all looking this way. So it's like this is stuff that's happening right now that you're realizing, and you're going into this way. The Page of Wands, enjoying an allowance. You're in the process right now of the judgment, of the you've just gone through this veil. It's trying to broaden your perception, the transformation, realizing what it is that you want to express, what your truth is that you want to express, and then to allow that through. So your ancestors are helping you all the way through this. They've been guiding you through this transformation process. So thank you everyone for watching as well. And you can check out the description if you'd like a personal reading. And I hope everyone has an amazing day, and I'll see you in my next video. Hello everyone who's chosen the Fulgurite. So let's see how your ancestors are influencing your life right now. So with this, I'm feeling becoming crystalline, and like looking at how it's kind of crystallizing, very sparkly to me right now. I like to put my thumb like right here in this hole with this. So let's see how your ancestors are influencing. So we have the Tree of Souls, collective wisdom, kinship, and library. So feeling tapping into the Akashic records, maybe in past lives. Your ancestors are influencing you, bringing you wisdom about what's to come. Maybe, you know what I'm feeling too? Anything that has to do with dreams, that has to do with meditation, that has to do with your ancestors have been sending you messages throughout visions and dreams and stuff like that, their impressions. We have connection, very connected with the collective wisdom. You kind of know where things are going and where things are headed, it seems. Your ancestors, very connected with them, whether you are aware of it or not, you're always connecting with them. So adventure and health and healing, time to indulge in some healing good food. Even a detox or retreat is recommended. The third eye chakra, pineal perspective. If you are someone who wants to go to a retreat or hold a retreat or hold an event, there could be something about that. I know right now as I make this video there's like quarantines and stuff going on, so it's kind of like hard to, I don't know how that's going to work right now. I'm not really sure. I know a lot of airports are like closed. So we have the Dancer Prince, the Gift of Passion, and the Dreamer Air. You have a lot of ideas that you're getting from this Tree of Souls, like from this collective wisdom, from this library. You've been getting a lot of impressions and insights, possibly about your own life direction or the collective in general. You're being asked to create something though. You're being asked to bring something to people's life. And that's for sure. Something of joy. The solar plexus chakra supports our sense of self, personal power, willpower, as well as our knowing of who we are and what our contribution is to the whole. So, you know, with that, I'm feeling with the solar plexus and the tree of souls being the collective wisdom, dealing with the collective, dealing with all the people. It's like figuring out how you fit in with the people. See all the people here. Seeing who you are, what you have to offer from your heart, what you have to share. You're really discovering what that is, who you are in this world and what you're here to offer, what you are here to contribute. And you've been tapping into, your ancestors have been bringing this remembrance and this knowing to tap into this library and connect in, and this is how you feel connected to everyone here. But it's like, as you are connected with everyone, you still being an individual, what do you independently as an individual have to offer people? And that's what you're gaining the vision on. That's what you're really beginning to understand here. And your ancestors helping you to understand this, because your ancestors were very tapped into this, are very tapped into this collective wisdom, into this library. Very humanitarian people, very caring, very compassionate. They might have done things on a large scale when they did things. Like your ancestors possibly were the type to be like business people. Like, or back then it wasn't really, it was different, but I'm thinking of a long time ago. But your ancestors might have been the type to like know how to lay something down of a solid and lasting foundation. I'm feeling like something that's going to last the test of time. Like they're the type to create a large organization that would still be up today, that you might not even know that your ancestors were the ones who kind of started that type of thing. Like that's what I'm feeling. Your ancestors know what's the best for the people, and you too, you know what's right for the people, and you came here to bring this, and you're trying to figure out what this is. You're in this meditative space, gaining these impressions, gaining these visions, with the pineal perspective here, that you're wanting to bring forth into this reality, that you're wanting to create, that you're wanting to forge, bring in the physical reality with the Ace of Pentacles. And it might have to do too, I have to say, this is a sunflower, that this might have to do with herbs, that this might have to do with nature, this might have to do with plants, or getting out of nature could help do that as well. As always, they're all out in nature. You're being asked to kind of go out in nature, or to do something in nature, do something with nature, possibly. But whatever it is, going out in nature is going to help you crystallize this, give you know what you want, know what you get clear on what you're trying to create, who you are within the people. Because this is a time of bringing more joy, bringing more connection with people in general. There's a lot of connection, so maybe wanting to start your own community, wanting to make your own group, maybe you want to make events or something, whatever it is. I mean, it's hard right now at the current time that I'm saying this, with the quarantine, but there's always a way. If there's a will, there's a way, right? With the solar plexus, like, we still have online, can create websites. If you're watching this, you have the resources you need to do what you're doing, though. So it's just about getting that quiet space as well. So I wanted to read you Adventure Rhyme as well. This zodiac Virgo, star system Earth, heals heart pain, and looking was the squirrel, so accumulating squirrel. Meaning, in the beginning there was an abundance of fertile land filled with rich, green, nurturing trees, grass, foliage, fruits, and veggies to heal and calm all who come. So I also wanted to say, like, with this already, this environmentalist kind of feeling, like realizing maybe that maybe you want to do something with the earth, though, like I said, like some sort of environmental action, uh, or just do something that's eco-friendly or good for, just oceans, animals, anything like that in nature with the earth. And remembering times where the earth was so like that, like so fertile and abundant, and you want to bring forth that again. resurrect it in a way. Aventurine purifies the emotional, mental, and etheric bodies. It's great for pain, and it heals all heart-held wounds, including broken hearts. It will release fear and anxiety with healing force. It will also inspire one into creating and developing hobbies, turning them into occupations. As Aventurine keeps away any outside negative influences, Anton comes to settle things down. He'll bring peace and stillness into your world. His presence brings healing. Avatan Aran is the keeper of all Earth's natural and original seeds. And with your reading as well, we have number 8 having to do with your personal power and your manifestation ability. The Dancer Prince, so he's taking action from the emotional realms, from his heart. And number 3, which has to do with creating, self-expression, creativity, expansion, being social. And you have 2 ones. This is a 10 and this is a 1, so beginning to kind of end, and new beginning in your life, using your willpower, creating like the magician. And oh wait, 3 ones. Okay, so now that you're really creating, because now this is starting to manifest in your physical world. Now this is starting to manifest in your surroundings with you have 3 ones in your reading. So just getting those ideas to bring into form. We have the emotional realm too, this deep connection that you feel with people, with the earth, as your ancestors are helping you to connect. And we have number 6, which has to do with harmony of opposites. You wanting to bring more harmony into the world, and you have a vision, and if there's a will, there is a way, as they say. So, and altogether, this equals 2, which is the number of the High Priestess, and sensitivity and balance. So balance between all the kind of, between the spiritual and the physical, between the mental, emotional, physical, all that stuff. So let me read to you as well about the Tree of Souls. In the hidden worlds, we have places and beings who are literally the storehouses of the wisdom of the ages. The Akashic libraries do not always appear as books of light, although this is one of their forms. So too are whales and their song, which also hold a part of the great wisdom necessary for the universe to continue. This tree is but one of those places, and perhaps it is yours. This tree, when meditated upon, when connected with in a true sense, can offer you the wisdom of your soul kinship group. Ancestral knowledge, yes, but there is collective wisdom, a soul group of which you are a part, and through connecting with this tree, imagining it, feeling it, serving it, honoring it. So also I want to say your ancestors, kind of you carrying on their legacy. Um, you can keep the balance of the universe alive, keeping the balance of the universe alive. That was your thing equals 2, keeping the balance of the universe. You came here to do something to help the connection between us and the earth, or something of that nature. This tree hosts the spark of your soul and all its wisdom, which is, as we have learned, vast and impossible to apprehend within one lifetime. Every moment of wisdom you have, every second in which you choose to experience kindness and compassion, feeds the tree of light, this tree of souls, and in return, this nourishes all the other souls connected to this tree. We are all unique and individual souls, yes, yet we are one, and this is the place where we come together, a tribe of light, leaves on the tree, its roots shining and vast, and we are sheltered and nourished as keepers of light. This is your soul tree. Know that you are not alone, and that every act or that you would call goodness benefits not only others in the human world, but the progression of their soul through its path of the universe. Every soul is a star shimmering upon the tree of light. That's cool that we have the Christmas tree with the star on top of the tree, saying that every soul is a star shimmering upon the tree of light. We're all stars, right? I belong to the universe, and I am part of a great collective of souls who help nurture each other throughout lifetimes. So your ancestors, they really care about people, and so do you. You guys are very humanitarian, and you want to bring the healing back. You want to bring the balance back. You want to bring nourishment, health, healing. You want to bring authenticity to the world. You want to bring truth. And you want to see the earth thriving. And you want to see your collective thriving as well. So let's pull some cards to see what your ancestors would like to tell you right now. Okay, I just got a bunch dropped out, but for the King of Cups and the 5, you already have the King of Cups. Victory, right here, the 6 of Wands, being on top of things. 8 of Wands, a lot going on, receiving the messages. You can't do everything. You can't do everything. There's a lot going on, and a lot of things are going to get knocked over and knocked down. And you can't do everything, but you can do what you came here to do. Let go of worries and responsibilities that aren't yours. Let go of the people who aren't here to do this with you. And offer your Holy Grail cup. Because you are going to be victorious in this endeavor. There's just going to be some things that have to fall away. So to truly actualize and realize what your Holy Grail cup is that you came here to share with people. With the 2 cups and the 2 fire, this is something that's not going to be happening very physically, more emotionally and spiritually for you. That there's going to be some things that you have to let go of to realize, you know, who you truly are, your truest potential. The gold, the light, the pureness. There's going to be a lot of messages coming in. Your ancestors are really trying to speak to you to what it is that you came here to offer. So they want you to know that you're always on the right path as well, and that they want you to give you credit. They want you to give yourself credit. They want you to be proud of how far you've gotten and to share the wisdom that you've gained along your journey from all that you've been through. So that is what your ancestors, how they're influencing you today. So leave me a comment on the video. I love reading everyone's comments, and I'll see you all in my next